Hi, folks. Gary here, and welcome to my real estate review for North Vancouver for the month of May 2025. Let's take a look. For detached, we had 81 sales. That was a decrease of 17% year over year and a 21% decrease in the 10-year average. With apartments, there were 84, 22% decrease year over year, and 29% below the 10-year average. With townhouses, we saw 33 sales, the same as last year, and 18% below the 10-year average. Looking at new listings, with detached, there were 215. That's almost 22% above last year and 4% above the 10-year average. With apartments, there were 249, 8% above the year over year and 19% above the 10-year average. And with townhouses, there were 84, a drop of 24% year over year and 9% above the 10-year average. Okay, looking at total listings, with apartments, there were 474. That's 35% above year over year and 62% above the 10-year average. With detached, we had 387, 21% above year over year and 16% above the 10-year average. And then finally, with townhouses, there were 156, 12% above year over year and 68% above the 10-year average. So plenty of listings to choose from. Okay, now that we've looked at supply and demand, let's see how it's affected pricing. With detached, the benchmark price was just over 2.2 million. That's a 2.6% decrease year over year and a 4.3% increase in the last 6 months. Looking at townhouses, the benchmark price was just above 1.3 million, and that was 5.3% above year over year and 0.1% increase in the last 6 months. And then finally, with apartments, the benchmark price was just under 816,000. That's 0.9% drop year over year and 2.5% increase in the last 6 months. Okay, so you have it. Really, market conditions are pretty much continuing as they have in the last few months. A really great time for buyers where there's a really good selection of listings to choose from. And we've got sellers who are really readjusting their pricing expectations. So a much better time to be negotiating. And make no mistake, there's still a lot of demand out there. For instance, just last month, I was representing buyers, and when a good listing came on, we were in competition with 7 other buyers, and it ended up selling over asking price. So there you have it. Hope you have a really good summer, and until next month, I'll see you then. Bye now.